Okay, I and one of my friend we were discussing about something we have been trying to rack our head around if it's advisable for for you to have like just run a fattening project where you you have farmers out there breeding animals, but your job is just to buy piglets from them and fatten them. So all you are considering is just to have the fatteners feeds, and you fatten them, you sell them off. Your pens are ready again. You go get the new stock, you fill them in there. Just the way many chicken farmers outside the country run their farm. So it's some people are just into fattening. Some people are producing the eggs, some people are incubating the eggs, and while some other ones are the ones fattening. They just fatten the animals. Well, let me discuss quickly on that, and let me give you my take on that in pig farming. Now, from my little experience, I'm going to center my conversation more on the cost because everything you are doing is for profit. You're trying to run a profitable venture. So the first thing you need to consider is always what's the cost effect of every strategy you are trying to employ. Now, are you bringing animals to your farm? Will be really great if and only if the price of getting those animals are very suitable for running a profitable pig farm. Now, let's be very practical at this point. So the first question to ask is how much do people sell winners? Now, depending on where you're getting your winners from, winners can vary from between 50,000 naira to 150,000 naira. Of course, if you are buying the pure breed stocks, of course, me saying 150,000 doesn't mean I'm not aware of the fact that the Duroc sells for about 500,000, but even over that. But of course, I don't expect you to be thinking of purchasing Durocs for fattening. Nobody expects you to do that, so you understand where I'm coming from. But the large white, the T hen, between 50 to 150. So let's go for the minimum 50,000 naira. If you buy 50,000 naira animal and you fatten 50,000 naira animal, of course, you're trying to fatten, let's say, 6 months maximum. You'll be expending feeds on those animals. When you're done with your computation, you would make lesser profit depending on how you run your farm and how you sell your market. You'll make lesser profit than if you had your own breeder stock. This is from experience because if you have your breeder stock and you feed you're spending on a breeder sow, that breeder sow obviously when you're done doing the computation, she would be your piglets, your winners will be coming at about less than 20,000. Like you have your breeder sow already. She gives you feed her for 4 months. If you compute, let's be more practical. At this present point, you could use 100,000 depending on how you feed them anyway. 100,000, maybe if you are very minimal or thereabouts, to feed 100,000 to maybe 150,000 to feed a sow for 4 months. One sow. If you do the estimate, you buy chicken feed. You of course, I'm talking about an economic feed. I'm not talking about soya and maize. Now, you use one let's say 150,000. You use 150,000 to feed her for 4 months. If she gives you 7 piglets, do 7 divided by 150. Then you understand what I'm saying. 150 divided by 7. 150, you can actually use 100. Or let's say 150 divided by 7, that's about 20,000. So if you use 150,000 on a sow, believe me, you would have fed that sow quite well economically. So you understand where I'm coming from. But if you are getting pigs every moment, you'll be spending much money. That's probably 50,000. And if you're not lucky, you probably will see higher than that. Apart from the fact that you won't be able to control your stock. Of course, that you buying from them at 50,000 would, if you are even, we are not even considering the fact that if you're not careful, you could end up buying wrong winners that will not grow the best way you want them to grow. So you understand where I'm coming from. I believe it's really great. So I really believe it's great you having a breeder stock rather than you buying winners and fattening them because, and if you are there arguing about the fact that you are going to be spending other expenses. Don't forget you are still going to sell your sow also. So don't forget you are going to still sell that same sow. So you understand that there's no way you won't be at a more profitable side if you have your breeder stock and you are raising the product from your breeder stock. All right, guys, thank you guys for joining us. See you in the next video. Bye bye.